Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Crystal and I am passionate about health and wellness. Today's video is going to be about some of the weight loss mistakes that we all, I'm sure, make, and namely one of the biggest and easiest weight loss mistakes to make that I have made recently and I'm still trying to recover from. I'm gonna do it myself, but like most things when it comes to your body, it's a lot of trial and error. So I'm headed down this path again and it's all just part of the journey, so we take it in stride. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump right into the different ways that people struggle to lose weight and that I even struggle to lose weight because they're literally common weight loss mistakes. So recently, i.e. last week, I got on the scale, and mind you, in my last video about the ways that I use to lose weight, I mentioned how counting calories is super important, and even if you're not counting calories, if you're a pro and you kind of have a good idea about food, and you can just gauge how much or how little you need to eat throughout the day in order to gain, lose, or maintain weight, then that's a huge tool. That's a huge tool for people that want to use it, for people that it's effective for. And yeah, anyway, if you saw that video, I'm not going to go on a long tangent. If you saw that video, then you know what I'm talking about. If you did not, I'm going to link it up above somewhere so that you can go back and watch it after this video is over. So, I was using my Lose It app, as I mentioned before, and I had my calories set and I was following that allowance to the T. I was not going over calories any days. I was hitting it every single day, perfect. I was working out, I wasn't eating my calories back, things were going well. Mind you, I had a little bit of water weight that I still had to lose from the holidays and so on and so forth, so my weight was consistently dropping, like I mentioned before. However, when I got to, I don't even know what day it was last week, but there was one day last week and I weighed in and my weight was whatever number it was. The following day, I was like, oh man, I can't wait. When you know you're eating right, you cannot wait to get on the scale in the morning. It's like exciting. It's almost like Christmas. Like I don't know what this present's gonna be this morning. I wonder what the number's gonna be. I know it went down. You wake up and you feel lean. That's how I can tell a lot of times if I did what I was supposed to the day before. I'll wake up and I feel lean and I feel hydrated and I feel good. Woke up and was like, I know we're in for another 0.2 drop, 0.3 drop in my weight. So I go and get on the scale and the number is exactly the same. Okay, well, there's lots of factors that go into weight. Weight loss is, not boiled down to one particular thing. Your weight is literally a measurement, but it doesn't tell you everything. So I was like, okay, maybe I ate a little too much salt yesterday. Maybe, I don't know, have something going on in my body that's causing me to just like not lose weight that particular day. It's fine. I'm just gonna do the same thing today. Tomorrow the weight will be down. The next morning I wake up and I'm excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I already know. Like times like that where your weight's the same 2 days in a row, you already know the weight loss drop is gonna be even bigger than it was supposed to be the following day. So I ran, got on the scale. The number was like 0.2 up. So I'm like, I'm confused. On my app here, it says that I was exactly in the range of calories that I am supposed to eat. And most days I leave about 100 calories on the app if I know I didn't work out, just to leave some wiggle room for condiments and like extra little sugars and things that I know I can't count accurately. So the number was up about 0.2 pounds and I was like, well, things happen. Don't let it throw you off. Keep moving. The following day, ate right, drank enough water, got on the scale. Guys, the weight was down by only 0.2 pounds. I was livid. So, anyway, later on in the day, I thought about it while I was walking my dog, and I was like, wait a minute. If my weight's staying the same for the past couple of days, and I know that I've been eating exactly the amount of calories that I should be, and I know that I've been exercising every single day, there is no possible way that my weight should be the same. Just looking at how things work, how my body works, it shouldn't be the same. So it came to me like, hey, what if your calories are not right? What if the amount of calories that you're eating every day is just not correct? That's a big thing because if I'm eating at a maintenance level, what's my weight gonna do? It's gonna maintain itself, it's gonna stay the same. So came inside, checked my app, and I looked at my activity level. So when you set up your account or your goals in these apps, if you choose to use an app, then like I said, you're using an app on a phone, so there's no real way to measure every single detail of what you do throughout the day. That's mainly for food. You can record workouts and it's going to give you an estimate of how many calories you burn and so on and so forth. Unless you're wearing some super high-tech tracker, some kind of device that's like measuring every drop of sweat that you're losing and every ounce of sodium that you're intaking and just every heartbeat and all that, you're not going to know precisely how much you're burning unless you do that. And a lot of us don't have that. Most of us don't. So I looked and I was playing with the app a few months ago, and I think I bumped the activity level pretty high. I'm pretty active. However, that activity level was like way more than what I do. So the amount of calories that was set for the activity level to lose a pound a week was about 300 to 400 more calories than what I should have been eating every day based on my actual activity level. Was glad I caught the mistake. Went ahead and adjusted it. Like I said, I went from having 300 or 400 extra calories to eat every day to dropping down immediately to 300 to 400 less. So that is a common weight loss mistake. So if you must, and I'm not, super pro at giving out dietary advice. I'm just someone who is, like I said, passionate about health and wellness. And, if you're working on a health and wellness goal, I'm pretty passionate about finding out the ins and outs of how everything works. So what you need to do is probably underestimate the amount of activity that you do for the day. If you are absolutely not sure, but you don't work out on a regular basis, or you don't go and do dedicated workouts, set your activity level lower than what you think it is. That way you don't set yourself up for failure. Okay? And it's fine if you mess up at first. That's why it is important, especially when you're trying to make your weight loss plan or, map out your goals. It is important to weigh yourself regularly so you can see what's working. If you eat something one day and the scale is up 2 pounds the following day, but you didn't go over in calories, if it was too high in salt, that's probably not something you need to be eating every day if you're trying to lose weight. That's just how it goes. And like I said, things with your body boil down to a lot of trial and error because everyone is different and you don't even know exactly how your body works until your body tells you what's working and what's not. So clearly, eating too many calories was not working for me. It's good to know that I know my maintenance right now, but I can only go up from here. So if I know that I was eating at my maintenance, anything below that is below my maintenance. So setting up, got my new caloric allowance set up, and now I am working on that, and we're gonna see how that goes. Like I said, trial and error. So if the rate that I'm losing weight at is not the rate that I would like to be losing weight, then I'll just adjust again, and that'll be that. Okay, so that was literally the main weight loss mistake that I want to talk about today. However, I have 2 bonus mistakes for you guys, so you're in for a treat. So number 2 is honestly what I mentioned just a second ago, too much salt intake. I am someone that's sensitive to salt. I retain water like nobody's business. I can retain water from bread, from sweets, from eating too much salt in something. I retain water like a pro, okay? And it's not gonna completely impede your weight loss goals if you're eating too much salt. However, if you are someone who retains water easily, then you should know if you are or not. And sorry guys, I had to turn off my fan. I don't know if you can hear that. If you are someone who does retain water easily, you probably, if you're not weighing yourself and noticing when you're going up a couple pounds the following day from being bloated or having water retention, other ways you can tell is, does your stomach feel bloated the next day? Do you feel like your stomach's just poking out a little extra? And if you, rub your finger along your stomach, is your skin a little jiggly? Not to sound funny, but a lot of times if you have, you'll know if it's just fat there, but sometimes if your stomach wiggles just a little bit more than normal, that makes sense. You'd have to try this out for a couple of days to really see what I'm talking about. But if you touch it and it jiggles a little bit more than normal, then sometimes you know that you have some water retention going on. Sometimes if I eat a little too much salt, or way too much salt, my actual face will feel puffy. I can see it if I look in the mirror. I feel like my cheeks are bigger. I already have bigger cheeks. So that's something that I can notice easily. And then in extreme cases, your hands, your feet, something like that might be swollen, or your ring might not fit as easily, whatever. If you can notice that you've eaten too much salt, don't eat that food again, or eat it unless, eat it in a smaller portion or something. But eating a lot of salt regularly, you'll see that difference on the scale that one day. But if you do that on a regular basis and on a daily basis, that number's just gonna keep going up. So it's best if you catch that. And then also, you may not eat something super salty, but just to slide straight into my last point, dehydration. Dehydration will keep the scale from moving as fast as you want it to. Just like with eating too much salt, you can still generally lose weight. However, your weight is not going to be accurate because of the extra water you're carrying around. The number one way to get rid of water retention is to drink water. That sounds backward, but it's true. If your body thinks that it does not have enough water, it'll retain water, it'll hold on to it because it does not know when it's getting it again. Okay, so when you're drinking a lot of water, don't weigh yourself at the end of the day. If you're drinking a lot of water, your weight's gonna go up during that day that you're drinking the water, and that is completely normal. That's fine. You're carrying around, pounds of liquid. It's fine. The following day, though, what happens overnight and what happens just over time in general is drinking water flushes out toxins. It flushes out extra sodium, and what it does is lean you out. So the more water you drink, the better off you are. Drinking water also helps with keeping you from having fat cells stick. So, it just helps you lose weight in general. You just can't go wrong with water. So make sure you're not dehydrated. Being dehydrated can also cause you to retain water, and it's not so much a thing of just like, oh, I ate too much salt. Sometimes you can eat the normal amount of salt because you're not drinking enough water to balance out your sodium and water levels. You're gonna be bloated and you're gonna have water retention, and it's just gonna be bad. So I don't want to make this video too long. Those are my main points. Make sure you're counting your calories correctly and not overeating calories, because that is literally calories in versus calories out, and you're gonna maintain your weight or your weight's gonna go up. Make sure you're weighing yourself so you know what those differences are, and so that you can learn your body a little bit better, so you can know how to tailor everything you do moving forward. Make sure you're not eating too much salt, drinking too much salt. Sports drinks, sodas, teas, juices, they have salt. They have a lot of sugar. Sugar will do the same thing salt will, as far as making you bloat and retaining water, okay? And then number 3, hydrate. Make sure you hydrate. It's important. It'll do nothing but help your weight loss goals. Guys, stay motivated, and I will see you in my next video. Make sure you comment below if you have any topics that you want me to talk about, or if you have questions or comments. Make sure you like this video if you got anything useful from it at all, or send it to a friend if they're working on a weight loss journey right now and they need some pointers and they don't know why their weight's not moving on the scale. But anyway, guys, make sure you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.